Nobody warned you that your 6-month flip might quietly stretch into a 14-month financial hostage situation. And yet, here we are. The break-even timeline on a major rehab flip is one of the most misunderstood numbers in all of real estate investing. And getting it wrong doesn't just sting, it can wipe out an entire year of your life savings. Let's start with why this math trips people up in the first place. Most investors calculate break-even on purchase price alone, completely ignoring the avalanche of carrying costs, contractor overruns, and holding expenses that stack up every single month. Think of it like buying a car, but forgetting to budget for gas, insurance, registration, and the fact that your mechanic is going to find just one more thing every single week. The market was practically handing out confidence a few years ago. Rates were low, lumber was manageable, and every YouTube guru had a success story filmed in a freshly renovated kitchen. Now, with interest rates sitting at levels we haven't seen in decades, and contractor backlogs stretching timelines beyond anything a spreadsheet predicted, that same kitchen renovation is carrying a very different price tag. There's a psychological toll that nobody puts on the pro forma. The moment your 6-month project hits month 9, doubt starts whispering. And by month 12, it's shouting directly into your portfolio. Experts like Jay Scott, who literally wrote the book on flipping houses, have always said that your profit is made at the purchase, but even disciplined buyers are watching their margins compress in real time, which tells you the market has fundamentally shifted the rules mid-game. Historically, the break-even timeline on a major rehab has ranged anywhere from 6 to 18 months, depending on market conditions, scope of work, and financing structure. What's remarkable and a little humbling is that every generation of investors thinks their cycle is the exception, right up until the moment it isn't. Here's the honest framework you need to internalize. Your break-even point is the exact moment your net sale proceeds equal your total acquisition cost, rehab budget, carrying costs, agent commissions, closing costs, and financing charges. Full stop. Miss any one of those categories, and your break-even calculation is basically fiction dressed up in a spreadsheet. One of the most persistent myths in this space is that a bigger rehab always means a bigger payday, when the data consistently shows that over-improved properties in underpriced neighborhoods are one of the fastest ways to voluntarily donate money to the next buyer. The irony is almost poetic. You install the nicest countertops on the block and then price yourself right out of every comparable sale within a half-mile radius. The practical lesson history keeps teaching loudly, repeatedly, and apparently to no one is that your contingency budget should be at least 15 to 20% of your total rehab cost, not the 5% optimists pencil in on their first deal. Disciplined investors treat that contingency line not as a pessimistic afterthought, but as the single most honest number on the entire project model. You have to manage your position size here, like a trader manages risk. No single flip should represent so much of your capital that a bad outcome changes your financial trajectory permanently. The investors who survive multiple market cycles aren't the ones with the best deal flow. They're the ones who never let one project hold their entire financial future hostage. Process matters infinitely more than conviction, which is something the "I just knew this deal was special" crowd learns the hard way, usually around month 11. A repeatable system for evaluating after-repair value, scoping rehab costs, and stress testing your timeline assumptions will outperform raw enthusiasm every single time in every single market. There is a certain dark comedy in watching someone calculate their break-even at 4 months and then stand in that same property 18 months later, explaining why the market is just temporarily soft. And yet that story gets told at every local real estate investor meetup, in every city, in every cycle, almost like it's required curriculum. The philosophical truth underneath all of this is simple. Discipline, position sizing, and consistency in your underwriting process are the actual product you're building. The house is almost incidental. You can be wrong about a timeline, wrong about a budget, and even wrong about the market, and still come out fine if your structure was built to absorb those mistakes. And if the deal breaks even and nothing more, that's not failure, that's tuition. And the investors who frame it that way are the ones still playing the game 5 years later, while others have quietly exited the group chat. Comfort with any outcome starts before you close, not after things go sideways. and it's built entirely on rational preparation and honest numbers from day one. Now, if you're ready to stop guessing and start building real frameworks around your next flip or investment property, we can help. Check out our links in the description below for real estate investing guidance, home contracting resources, and trusted lenders to get you started on the right foot.